At 6, a Mary Baldwin College graduate is fighting for her vision and for health insurance despite her service in the U.S. Army.
She was just weeks away from getting health coverage, but as WHSV News 3's Elizabeth Lamb explains, getting that coverage hasn't been easy.
This is how former cadet Jasmine Bailey saw Mary Baldwin College during most of her time on campus as she worked to become an officer in the U.S. Army.
Having in my mind that I was going to commission, I was, I was ecstatic.
That commissioning never happened. Bailey started losing vision the summer before graduation.
You never get used to it because it's always there and it's declining, so then I notice it more.
Bailey headed to an Army training camp where her eyesight got worse. She saw flashes of light and eventually lost her color vision.
Bailey came back to Mary Baldwin after her camp, but saw things this way, hazy and out of focus. That meant she had to refocus her studies to be able to graduate from Mary Baldwin last spring.
Bailey says the Army discharged her because of her eyesight 2 weeks before commissioning. That left her without health insurance or a plan for after college.
I just felt like a lot more could have been done, but I guess because I didn't know what exactly to do, I was just kind of just brushed aside.
Her mentor Sharon Spalding worked with Bailey during college and calls her a leader.
I knew that she was determined, and I knew that this was a young woman who was going to do whatever she wanted to do. We always hope for miracles, and I just hope that Jasmine can get her sight back.
Commandant Mike Bissell worked with Bailey through the school's cadet corps.
When I found out that nobody would touch her, that they couldn't help her, I was really angry, to say the least.
He's tried to find help for her and calls Bailey's case a calamity.
This is important. This is taking care of people. And that's my definition of leadership, taking care of people, and we're not doing it.
Bailey knows she can rely on her friends if she can't rely on the Army.
That's probably the one thing that keeps me sane is the support of my friends.
In Stanton, Elizabeth Lamb, WHSV News 3.
Bailey graduated in 2011 and is legally blind. We did hear from a doctor this afternoon who has worked on Bailey's case.
And now that doctor says Bailey applied for workman's compensation back in 2010. The U.S. Department of Labor needed proof of injury while in the line of duty for her to get those benefits. Those documents have been submitted, and the doctor we spoke with says it's up to the Department of Labor to say if Bailey's compensated. He thinks, though, she will be covered once it's approved.